mad right now. I shot an entire vlog of us pedal boating over here in San Francisco. My fucking phone just fell into the fucking water.
Where are we going?
I'm mad. So I'm calling Apple to see what I could do about my phone being in the fucking lake. But I've been on hold for like over 10 minutes now. I'm really mad. My phone seriously fell in the lake. It's called Stowe Lake over in San Francisco. It's like you can rent pedal boats and rowboats and motorized boats. I got such bullshit. We literally went all the way around, maybe like 93% done with our little boat trip. And we're just kind of like staring off at these little turtles in the water. And then I hear my phone just onto the seat, and I'm like, oh fuck. So I'm like hoping that when I turn my head, the phone's still on my seat. As I'm turning, fucking seat must have been fucking lubricated or something, because this phone's just, and then you hear like a into the fucking water. I was so mad. Like, are you fucking serious? Why? Ugh. So that was that. You know, I called Apple to see what my coverage did or whatever, and nothing. It doesn't cover lost or like stolen phones. It's kind of neither in a way, because I know where it is. I just can't get it. It sucks, you know. So, you know, instead of having to pay $80 for a new one, if I were to fucking bring it in, I have to pay like another fucking $900 or whatever if I want to get another one. So I'm phoneless right now. You know, I was pretty mad. We left, whatever. All that vlog footage is gone, obviously. After that, didn't vlog much, but we did go get dinner. Went to a few art galleries. And then we went back home. The next day, yesterday, I had to go work with my dad, and my friend Joel came with us. And then around 3, we left to go see if we could get my phone. So before we went, I called and I was like, hey, my phone's in your lake. Can I go try to find it? Do you guys have net? All that stuff. They said, yeah, we have a net. We'll let you use it. All that shit. Cool. So we get over there around like 3. No. It was more like 4:15-ish or so. And we get there, and I'm like, hey, I'm the guy that called. My phone's in your lake. Can I get a net? Can I get a boat? Can I go out there? They're like, yeah, let me go grab a net. So Joel and I are waiting there for like 15 minutes. Guy doesn't find a net. I'm like, okay, that's cool. I was like, is there anywhere I could go buy one? You know? Like, I don't care. I'd rather spend $20 on a net than another $900 on a brand new phone. So, you know, we leave that place and we start Googling, looking for like a hardware store or something to see if they had nets. So we find a hardware store, we drive to it, and they had nothing. And this was maybe like, put in perspective, like here's the little lake, over here's the hardware store, about 1.5 miles this way. They had nothing. They told us there was like a fish and tackle store 1.5 miles from the lake, but this way. And we're like, oh fuck. We're like, what time do they close? They close at 5. Cool. It was fucking 4:50 at the time. Maybe like 3 miles away, and in the city there's too many cars. All driving like idiots. I don't know. So I'm over here in my dad's truck, like hauling ass. I'm like, call the store up. I'm like, hey, you guys close? What time do you guys close? They're like 5. I lied. I was like, I'm about 1 mile away. Like, I'll be right there. So So I'm over here like driving, whatever. And then I'm like, where the fuck is it? Like, I don't even know how to get around, right? So I'm like trying to find it. And then we find it. It's called Gus's like Fish and Tackle or something like that. So we find the shop. I like slam on the brakes, stop right in front of it. And then they're closed. It was like 5:02. I was like, fuck. I look over to the right. I see this old couple, maybe like in their 60s. This lady's like, are you the guy that called? I'm like, yeah. She's like, oh, I got you. Like, don't worry. Comes and opens the store for us. Like, super nice lady. So I run straight to the back, grab a net, and then go to buy it. $20, whatever. It's probably like 5:07 by the time we left that store. We drive back to the lake, and then I go up straight to the guy that said he'd put us on a boat, and I was like, hey, after 5 o'clock, they don't put anybody else on a boat because it's like an hour, like, rental period, and then they close at 6. I was like, is it too late to get on a boat? It was probably like 5:20 or something. And he's like, oh, just wait a second. I'm like, okay. So we're waiting, and he gets us on a rowboat. And then I was like, remembering, because the rowboat said it only supported, this much weight, and we were together maybe just like 10, 15 pounds over this much weight, whatever that weight may be. So I'm like, hey, is this thing gonna hold us? He's like, yeah. I'm like, okay. So whatever, we get a rowboat. I sit down in the back. Hole sits down right in front of me. Super romantic eye-to-eye contact as he's rowing the boat. And then you start going. People are looking at us hella weird. I have like a big ass fucking net in my hand, and Joel's like rowing. So we're going, and then we got to like the general area of where the phone had fallen, and I'm like looking, digging up here, digging up there, nothing for 20 minutes. All these other boats started coming in. I'm like, fuck, like I felt bad. It was like 5:40 when we decided to call it quits. While I was even digging though, before that, like fucking boat with like 2 chicks inside just going around us, and they were fucking laughing their ass off. And I'm just over here like looking for my fucking phone, right? Nothing. We go back to dock. Oh, I forgot. Not even that. As we're looking for the fucking phone, say this is the shore, right here. There's a photographer right here, a boat in the water right here with a married couple in like their wedding dress and tuxedo, and us right behind them with a big ass net. And we're photobombing their fucking wedding pictures. It was really awkward. But yeah, we go back to dock, found nothing. And then that's kind of it. It really sucked because I really thought luck would be on our side, because not only did that lady from the Gus's Fish and Tackle store open her doors up for us again, but the night before I had a dream that I had found the phone in the water. And then last night again. Fucking sucks. That was that. So now I'm phoneless. Yeah. We'll see when I get a new one. Thanks for listening to my story.